Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and today I'm over the moon, excited today. I'm like a little kid in a candy store. Bear, I have a plan for the day, and I hope it all works out. I hope it all goes as planned because I get to work with a new toy today, and I'm really excited about it. First off, notice the new shirt, strong and pretty. I don't claim to be either, but apparently my wife thinks so. It's a merchandise from Robert Oberst. And funny story is, my wife was, Robert Oberst is one of the competitors for World's Strongest Man, World's Strongest Guy, whatever they call it. Strongman contest. Big, giant human. Anyways, does all of his merchandise through Bunker Branding. And my wife saw a sale on this t-shirt that said strong and pretty because Houston has one. It said it was a cutoff. And it came in the mail, and it's legit. Like, they took scissors and cut the sleeves off. She was so mad when it showed up. She was like, I thought it was going to be like him. I was like, it's Robert Oberst. Come on. It made sense to me. But anyways, the plan, the goal, hopefully today, we're going to get to fire up the New Holland skid steer and put the forestry mulcher, that big disc mulcher on the front of it. You'll notice there's no front door on here. I'll get to that later. It's been a long wait, but I've got to work on them. I got to work on that. But first, let's check on all the animals. I'm going to lock Charlie up and pin him up and feed him, and just make sure everybody's doing all right. Water everybody this morning. What in the world? Turkey, what are you doing on his back? She flew off. Charlie, come here. Come on, Charlie. I'll feed you. Your bird brain's gotta figure out how to get around. Come on, man. I know you're hungry, Charlie. Sometimes Charlie's not the smartest. No, I mean, when your brain's, that size, it's hard to be real smart, but all right, hang on, I gotta open the other gate for you. Charlie, over here, come on. Hey, come on, bird brain, you got this. Come on, in you go. I'll get you some feed. Oh, you gotta go on the other side of the gate. Really? You're on the struggle bus today, Charlie. Come on. Come on. Around and around we go. There you go. Hang on just a second. A little of this. A little of that. And we'll mix a few of those in, kind of disguise them in there. All right, Charlie. You eating yesterday's leftovers? Hang on, let me mix it up. I don't know what you like the best, but I'm trying to mix it all together for you. There you go. Good morning, Pepper. Oh my goodness. Hey, listen, I got you a snack. I bought a snack the other day that I thought Houston would like, and he didn't like it. I'll bring it down to you in a minute. Grouchy? Jeez. Pepper don't want to be very chatty today. Hey, Steve. I notice you guys are about out of grass. These 100, 105 degree days are pretty tough on the grass in the pasture, aren't they? It's getting slim pickings out here. So I've got a bale of hay out. If you're super hungry, you just go right over to that pasture and eat on that bale of hay a little bit. But hopefully we can get some rain. It tried to rain the other day when Houston and I were at the lake, but that lasted about 10 minutes and the sun popped back out. And it got super hot, didn't it? No measurable amount of rain, really. Huh, geese? Oh, yeah. So angry. Larry, when you gonna regrow those tail feathers? Here, give me Knuckles, buddy. I haven't been down here in a minute to talk to you. You gonna give me Knuckles? DJ says that's a sign of aggression. I think Larry likes to give me Knuckles. Come on. There you go. You have a good day, buddy, okay? I'd be mad if my tail feathers looked like that too. Morning, goats. How you girls doing today? So the goat pasture, well, still has a little bit more grass, but guys, you can see it's getting slim pickings in here too. It was in a lot better shape. We planted all of this with the that seed drill. I don't know, couple months back, and it grew in really well. But it's getting to be slim pickings. When it's 100, 105 degrees every day for weeks on end, the grass just doesn't survive very well to grazing pressure. What's up, Mr. RJ? Mom said you've been cranky to her lately. Do you know that? What have you been doing to Mom? Usually Mr. RJ and I get along pretty well. It's if I ever squat down, he gets a little aggressive. I'll move the water into the other trough. It'll slow down in a second. But RJ's doing just fine. We just got to figure out a way to curb a little bit of his manly aggression when you squat down. He just thinks he's a little bit too dominant sometimes. Trashy. What are you doing, Trashy? Here comes Izzy. Izzy and Trashy are getting along better these days. They don't fight as much as they used to, for sure. Somebody was asking about Izzy's kittens the other day. You know, she had 3 kittens, and where are they now? And one went to live with some friends down the road a little ways. One is with Brooks at Cross Timbers Bison, and the other one is Cody, and she's in our house. She stayed here. Ain't that right, Izzy? Man, even the grass in our yard is not doing well. I mean, you can say that the pastures are overgrazed and all that, but this is what our lawn looks like here in August. It's pretty much dead, isn't it, Gemma? Hey, girls. How y'all doing? Are you singing to us this morning, Freedom? DJ pointed out the other day, she pulled up the calendar and looked at it, and Freedom should be due to have a baby anytime soon. We don't know an exact date. Donkeys are kind of finicky on their babies and their due date. It's not like a goat. I mean, the day a goat breeds, you can write it down on the calendar and you can pretty much know to the day when that baby's going to come. But Freedom looking thick again. Aren't you, Freedom? We should have a baby soon. Alpacas are doing all right. Only see 2 here, and that's because Tina's up there waiting on the sprinkler to go off. But these girls, their pasture's still pretty green, but the grass is burning up fast. There's still a lot of green cover out there, but a lot of it's weeds, but a lot of it's still grazable grass. However, when it gets brown and dead like this, there's just not a ton of nutrition left in it, is there? We really need a 2 or 3 inch soaking rain. Tina, are you waiting on the sprinkler? You want me to turn it on? Let me fill up your water trough real quick, top it off, and then I'll turn on the sprinkler for you. That tooth cracks me up, sister. Tina, you need to tuck that tooth back in. Tina, are you guarding the water trough? Not letting anybody else get a drink right now, or what? You 2 cats, you keep messing around like this, people are going to think y'all are friends. Trashy, you supposed to be, mad and mean, Izzy, all the time. Look at y'all. Here you go, Reba. I turned on your sprinkler. Y'all get you a good cool down early this morning. I say early. It's not early. It's 11:15 a.m. We just got home from the gym and everything and trying to get chores done and get started on this skid steer project. Guys, I'm excited about today. I know you guys don't care, but I'm going to get that disc mulcher fired up, I hope. We'll get it put on the skid steer and go to just destroying some stuff. Reba, come get in the sprinkler. You love it. You always want in it. Maybe it's because it's not super hot yet. I'll leave it on. It'll wet the ground down, get a nice cool spot for you guys. Y'all be fine. We'll feed later. So as I've told you guys before, the one stipulation that the guys at Ironcraft had when they sent us the disc mulcher over was that I can't use it. They don't want me to use it at all until we get that safety glass, that ballistic front glass installed on the skid steer. Well, that glass came in over a month ago. Just watch. Let me explain. Let me show you some old footage. But this is a more indestructible safety glass. It's still got plastic film on it. It will be clear. It's like plexiglass, polycarbonate. I'm not sure. They actually sent this over to me for me to install. It would have been nice if it was just a whole door and I could unplug, slap a new door on. But we're going to have to disassemble everything on this door and just replace the glass. Okay, so fast forward a month. Now we have the original glass and now the newly installed ballistic safety glass. And I've got to reassemble everything on this door before I can put it back on the skid steer. And hopefully everything will match up now that the glass is much thicker than it used to be, as you can see. But anyways, hopefully I can remember how to put it all back together. So it has been a full month, exactly 1 month since I disassembled this door and dropped it off. So hopefully I can figure out how to put it all back together and get it on the skid steer pretty quick. It's not complicated, but there's a lot of small pieces. And sometimes when I put things back together, I end up with spare parts. We're going to try not to have any spare parts. Well, we're all assembled and back together. I think everything should work. There were a few issues. Now remember, this glass is a lot thicker than the old glass, so a couple of these carriage bolts that were supposed to go here were too short, so I couldn't use, the little decorative. It's more than just a cap. It's actually the nut. But I just need to go to the hardware store and get a couple carriage bolts that are a little bit longer than this, but shorter than those. So that's the only two. And there were a few like spacers and things that I couldn't put back in there, but that makes sense with a thicker glass. So cross your fingers. Let's put it back on the machine and make sure it'll work and I don't get locked in the dadgum skid steer. All right, y'all. Cross your fingers. Hope this fits. Woo-hoo. Well, see if the windshield wiper works. Well, that's interesting. I have to do some adjusting on the windshield wiper because the stopped position should be over here. And when it goes over, then it jumps over the door handle. So I think I just need to take it off and readjust it to where it should be in the resting position, and then tighten it back down. Maybe that'll work. I am quite positive right now there's a mechanic out there somewhere yelling at his computer screen, telling me how dumb I am because I didn't know this, if this works. Well, that worked, but I adjusted it too far over. Take 3. Perfect. Okay, just real quick, for those of you that might not be familiar with what we've got going on, this is a disc mulcher. It's a very serious, potentially dangerous, capable machine. Think about it like your lawnmower, but for trees. I think it's rated for trees up to 8 inches in diameter. So a tree like this oak tree right here, cut it down, mulch it up, completely gone in a matter of a couple minutes. Very serious teeth on this thing. So it's made by a company called Ironcraft, and we worked out a deal with Ironcraft a few months ago. You guys have seen the side boom, swing boom cutter. That's a really neat little implement for mowing roadsides, ditches. You can trim up trees and all kinds of things. Then their tree reaper right there, which is basically a brush hog for the front of the skid steer. But this is one step above the brush hog, the tree reaper. This thing is a legit forestry mulcher, but it's a disc mulcher, so it's got those teeth on top and bottom. Anyways, I'm gonna get it all hooked up. I mean, I've never even tested this thing out, so we're gonna do that today. Objective with this disc mulcher is to get it over to the Mill Creek property where we're overgrown with cedar trees. The new 80 acres, the additional part that we bought this year, is covered in cedar trees. There's not a ton of cedar trees left on this place. I've pretty much cleared most of them out. We do have a lot of elms and just underbrush and things that we can test this thing out on. We can use it on a bunch, really. But the main focus for this machine, for this implement, is cedar trees at Mill Creek. Tree's gone. Like, it doesn't exist anymore. Alright, let's try that again. It's a little bit bigger tree, probably I don't know, 6 inches at the base. do this one-handed, so let's see if we can get it pushed down, and it's gonna suck it in there in just a second. Take that back, it fell the wrong way. Had too many branches in the top. Let me get on the other side of it. All right, there's our tree. Kicking up a lot of dust right now, but we're gonna suck it in on the right side. See that? Golly, that tree's gone. Well, I think it's easy to understand why the company basically requires you to have a ballistic safety glass on the front of this machine. As soon as it got a hold of that tree, it draws it in, it sucks it in, pulls everything towards you and just explodes. It's unreal. Well, y'all, that thing is insane. I think it goes without saying that this is not a toy. This is an incredibly powerful, dangerous tool that needs to be used in the right way. But having said that, it is a lot of fun to operate. And right now we are unbelievably dry, so it makes so much dust. I think if you run this thing after a good rain, when the soil's a little moist, you can actually see a little bit. I mean, it blows up so much dust you can't even imagine. But in just a matter of seconds, you're able to cut a tree off, suck it in, mulch it up, and then tilt the nose down just a little bit and back over the stump, grind the stump to the ground, and move on to the next one. Little brush and little things like that, it doesn't even, it's like mowing your lawn. Trees 2, 3, 4 inches, don't even slow it down. I really don't know what all the potential is for this machine. Today's my first time ever running a disc mulcher. So I was just testing it out on a few different types of trees, sizes of trees, brush and limbs, and I'm blown away. Ironcraft attachments, if you're looking for a disc mulcher, it is a very expensive attachment. Most people will rent these or they hire someone. There's companies all over, different states. I know all over Oklahoma, and I'm sure most states, that run skid steers and disc mulchers or drum mulchers or some sort of forestry mulcher to come in and clean up your property. It's a very high-end item, but I think what a lot of people could do is purchase one and use it for 6 months on their property and sell it. It's not something you're going to need around all the time. You got a bunch of trees and brush to clean up, go do it and sell it. Honestly, that's probably the best thing you could do if you don't want to rent one for a couple months or something. But the big tree reaper brush cutter is something that I think is something you would use more often. But this thing right here, it is insane. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the time to work play, work all day. So I'm going to have to feed the animals, do all my chores real quick, and then get in the house and get cleaned up because we got to get the kids from school. And Emily's got a softball game about 45 minutes from home. But earlier, I told you guys I had a special treat for Pepper. It's because I bought this and nobody in my house will eat it. It's dried watermelon. It's almost like a gummy, like a real chewy gummy watermelon. So, hey buddy, are you done eating? You want to go play in the sprinkler? Come on, Charlie. The sprinkler's on. Come on, Charlie. Come out. Come on out. I'll go up and open the other gate for you. Since you're finished with your meal for the day. Here you go, buddy. Let's go find Pepper and give her a treat. So our sprinkler on a timer out here kind of just does its own thing. But Pepper's not even laying in the cool spot. I guess with the wind, there's a little mist hitting her. Look at that. It might blow in and rain a little bit, but I highly doubt it. Pepper, I got a treat for you. You want to try one of these? Come here, Pepper. It's legitimately dried watermelon. Looks like pizza. Here, Pepper. Tell me what you think. Nobody in my house likes it, but I told them Pepper will like it. It's kind of hard to chew, sis. Is that pretty good? Here, I got more. Charlie, you don't need watermelon. You don't need no dried watermelon. Here you go, Pepper. Back up, Charlie. Is it hard to chew? You look like you're missing a few meals there, sister. Are you losing some weight? No, I was trying to compliment her. Huh, Charlie? That's how you compliment a woman right there. You're looking slender today, Pepper. Yeah. There's some more treats. Charlie wants to help you eat them. Here, I'll just put them all on this rock for you, okay? There you go, Pepper. Charlie, you can't eat that dried watermelon. Sure you like to be fed on the table? Is that what you prefer? Looks like you've been playing in the sprinkler. Hey, get off the table. I've heard no elbows on the table when you eat, but geez, never heard of anybody saying, get your whole body off the table. Did you have a good time playing in the sprinkler today? It'll be back on tomorrow, I promise. Hey, Tina. Y'all hungry? What's up, Lucy? All right. You girls have a good evening. It's really not super hot out here today. Kind of cloudy and cool. Well, let me rephrase that. Not cool. It is not cool. But it's not 105 today. Well, y'all, that's going to do it for me today. If you can't tell, if you hadn't already noticed, look forward to some videos at the Mill Creek property with the disc mulcher and the skid steer. I mean, I can't wait to put that thing to work over there. Everybody's taken care of here. It's time to clean up, shower, go get ready for softball. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.